The first experiment with the Speedster stove on top of Mount Taylor was to put 8 fluid ounces of water in the 700 milliliter pot, 10 grams of metho into the burner. It was quite windy and that amount of metho failed to bring the water to boil. I added a further 5 grams of metho and relit the stove, and that did bring the water to boil. The windshield was sitting on uneven rocky ground, was using the pack and a big rock as another wind block. There was poor seal between the bottom of the windshield and the ground underneath, which would have allowed wind to blow under the windshield as well as through the ventilation holes. So I'm not sure whether that contributed to failure of the 10 grams of metho bringing the 8 ounces of water to boil. In still conditions that should have been sufficient metho to do the boil. Then I used the aluminium base under the windshield, so the aluminium base takes the unevenness out between the bottom of the windshield and the ground underneath, because the windshield's now sitting nice and flat on the base. The only air that can get into the flame is through the ventilation holes. I added 10 grams of metho to the burner and another 8 ounces of water to the pot. This time the water boiled on the first fill and there was a little bit left over for the flame to continue for about a minute after I took the pot off. Temperature on top of Mount Taylor was 11.5 degrees Celsius.